Today's topic is overcoming resistance and gaining commitment. Over the next few minutes, we'll take a closer look at handling objections and closing for the final decision as we continue on our call on Michael Dubois. On your screen, you see the objectives and criteria for measuring effectiveness on overcoming resistance and gaining commitment. The objectives give you a heads up on what you want to accomplish in this phase of the call. The measuring criteria provide a checklist for gauging your effectiveness in accomplishing your objectives for this critical phase of the call. Now, don't be afraid of the word objection, but rather than use the word objection, which conjures up negative responses and can be perceived as adversarial, use the terms concerns or questions. Now, each of these concerns or questions that are expressed by your prospect or customer is actually an opportunity. It's an opportunity to provide or obtain additional information that concern your prospect's needs or perceptions. And best of all, these concerns and questions are buying signals. It shows that they're thinking about how what you have to offer fits or doesn't quite fit their needs. Remember, when you don't have an objection or concerns or questions, you don't have a client. Now, there are a number of basic categories of buyer objections: product objection, service objection, don't want to make a decision, company objections, price objection, and objection to the salesperson. Maybe you're perceived as pushy, unprepared, or a poor listener. There is also a 6-step strategic negotiation plan to follow when addressing buyer concerns. Note that the 6th step is attempt to close. That's right, if you perceive buying signals after addressing a concern or question, you should attempt to close. And there are several types of closes you can use. You'll know which to consider based on the type of business and situation, as well as your prospect's personality style.
Well, what you presented could help me operate more efficiently and grow my business by providing the extra time to do so. But you mentioned a fee. So, how much does this cost? You said you'd talk about it later. Sounds like it might be expensive.
Well, you see, Michael, it's based on the number of vendors and required deliveries. For 13 vendors and a minimum of 2 deliveries per week, with all the benefits we've just discussed, our participation fee is $1,000 per month.
$1,000 a month? So, in order to receive the same products I'm already getting, I have to shell out $1,000 a month? I'm not going to pay that.
Well, granted, many of the products will often be the same, but the headaches of the bid process, ordering and delivery schedules will be significantly reduced. If we can work together to find a solution to address this cost concern, would that help you make a purchase decision?
Well, it doesn't change the numbers. I mean, if it's going to be $1,000 a month, I'm not so sure we have anything else to discuss.
I can certainly appreciate your concern regarding price, Michael, and I understand how you feel. Others have felt the same way when I first presented our service to them, until they found that the time they saved and relief from stress that they received by having their bids, ordering, and delivery issues taken care of was worth the fee. That $1,000 does seem like a lot of money, but you're getting much more than just having the same products delivered. Are you following me so far?
Jennifer, I'm following you, but $1,000 a month? It's still a lot of money.
Okay, well, look at it this way. For roughly $33 a day, which is actually less than the cost of a single guest dinner and show, you'll be spending extra time developing new menu items, creating new entertainment concepts, and training your staff. Now, didn't you mention earlier that this can easily boost morale and promote a positive environment?
Well, yes, I did.
And you mentioned your day is roughly 10 hours, right? Okay, so $33 divided by 10 is a little over $3. So for $3 an hour, or the price of serving 1 customer per day, you can bring in new customers and run your business more efficiently. So am I correct in assuming that this investment in time is worth the price of 1 satisfied customer?
Well, looking at it that way does take the sting out of it. It's just that hearing the phrase $1,000 is a bit jarring. But I'm beginning to see your point.
So do you feel that our fee is acceptable for the benefits you'll receive?
Okay, yes. I do think it's a fair price. Being able to pursue some of my goals is definitely worth an extra $3 per hour of my time.
So I can take care of the paperwork right now, and it'll take roughly 5 to 7 days to process the bid information and work things out with your vendors. We can have you up and running by the 15th. All I need is your signature, and we can start planning how you'll use that extra time you'll have.
I don't know. I just need to think about this.
Well, I can appreciate that. This is a big decision, and I can understand that you want to think things through. Now, earlier you said that you have new menu items in the works, and you're opening up additional space for music. So what's your timeline on those?
Well, the new menu is planned for the middle of next month. That's when tourist season begins to pick up. The music venue will be up and running by the 1st of June.
So considering that, wouldn't it be a huge benefit to have the extra time to devote to those projects? We could get you signed up today. Have everything in place by the 15th of this month. That would give you a full month before the menu is officially introduced.
Well, yes, but
Now, there's still something on your mind. What is it that you feel we haven't clarified to your satisfaction?
Well, I'm still a little concerned about Egg Southwest. It's a small vendor, I know, but I do enjoy working with them. Can they be included with your service, or can I keep them separately? I'm assuming your vendors pay some sort of participation fee. So what does that mean? Egg Southwest would have to pay a fee?
Now, each of our participating vendors does pay a subscriber fee and monthly fee. Now, these fees are reasonable and they're actually well received. With rising fuel costs, most are happy to have some of us do the running around for them. Plus, there's more exposure for them to potential customers that we serve. Now, for our smaller vendor, that's an additional benefit if they're equipped to handle the extra business. So if Egg Southwest qualifies as a participating vendor, it exposes them to more opportunities for new customers to use their products.
Either way, I want to continue with them.
Well, we'll do what we can to accommodate you, Michael. Now, we can arrange a time for you and someone from Catering Effects to meet with a rep from Egg Southwest if you'd like.
Well, that'll work.
So have I addressed your concerns about this vendor?
Yes, it would be great to see them get more business. Any benefits your service could pass along to them would be a plus for me personally.
You know, you really do care about your business, your customers, and your vendors, Michael. That's nice to see. So how would you like to get things rolling?
This has hit all so fast. I want to use your service, but I just need to sort some things out.
Michael, the decision you're about to make is important, and I want you to be sure that you're making a sensible choice. So that we'll be able to make sure that this is the best decision, let's look at all the reasons in favor of choosing Catering Effects and look at any additional concerns or questions. And then we can determine which side carries more weight and make your decision accordingly. Let's begin with the ideas that favor a positive decision today. Is that fair enough?
Sure.
Okay, now I have a sheet of paper here. I'm going to draw a line down the middle from the top to the bottom. At the top of one side, I'm writing reasons for. And at the top of the other side, I'm writing reasons against, okay? Now I'm going to ask you a few questions and I'm going to write your responses. So what are the benefits that you've heard that you find most attractive? Reasons to get this service today.
Simple ordering procedure.
Okay, well what about the bid process? What appeals to you in what we've discussed about the bid process?
Bids are researched and compared for me.
Researched and compared for you. Okay, anything else about the bids?
Saves time and frustration.
Okay, what about quality issues in the bid process?
Lowest price, best quality.
Okay, great. Delivery issues. You said you liked early delivery?
Yes. Also, it's easy to receive. No traffic issues.
And you mentioned benefits for your vendors, especially Egg Southwest.
Oh, yes.
And what about the guarantees?
The guarantees, of course.
And vendor inspections, right?
Yes. Your screening process is very impressive and very important.
Okay, now I want you to write down all the reasons against receiving the benefits that we've just listed.
You know, I can't really think of one. I guess you've addressed all my concerns.
Okay, so all I need now is your endorsement on this agreement, and we can actually fax it over. I will give you a call. I'll give a call to our processing office, or if you'd allow me, I can input that information into the intranet on our website.
That'd be great.
Just sign right there. You know, Michael, you're making a well thought out business decision. In fact, I recommend that you give Tom a call at the bistro and your friend Darren Barner, who you mentioned earlier, just to give you some extra reassurance. And I want you to know that I'll be checking in with you on a weekly basis to see how things are going and to offer additional ways we can support you through new bids and new vendors. And I'll even check in on you on sound equipment, if that would be helpful as you develop your new music space. So do you feel the stress kind of starting to disappear?
I'll let you know. But yes, I do believe this is a good business decision.
Thanks, I really appreciate that. Now, is there anyone else that you know of who you feel could benefit from what we've shown you today?
Well, you may already know this, but there are 4 other Java and Jams locations in town. We're each independently owned and operated. But I think they need to know about you. In fact, I'll give you a contact sheet so you can give them a call.
Thanks, I really do appreciate that. Now, do you know of anyone else who might be interested?
Oh, I'm sure I do. But right now I have to get back to my bids and ordering. If I can think of anyone else, I'll be sure to give you a call.
Thanks, Michael. Now, with your permission, I'd like to enter your info online, get the process underway, and let you get back to your work.
Well, thanks, Jennifer. I'm looking forward to getting started.
Well, thank you, and welcome to Catering Effects.